India is struggling to fight the coronavirus pandemic. Uh, One of the places where India has been having problems is with testing. The kits which are there, most of them were imported kits. Now, Indian solutions are coming up on the horizon. I have with me Dr. Ashutosh Sharma. He is a scientist and the secretary of the Department of Science and Technology. One of his laboratories has had an interesting breakthrough on diagnosis of the coronavirus. And this is not an antibody test, but a full-fledged test. Dr. Sharma is wearing a homemade mask made by his wife. So homemade masks should be worn by everybody in India. That will cut down the rates. And welcome, Dr. Ashutosh. Tell me, what is this interesting test kit which has been developed by one of your laboratories?
Good evening, Pallava. I'm so glad you picked up this story because this is indeed a breakthrough of global proportions. So let me just say that we should all wear a homemade mask unless you are in a hospital or something. Don't need to wear N95 for that. And now we are ramping up the supply of these masks by creating awareness, by working through NGOs, by working through self-help groups. And I think this is one thing that we can all do to break the chain of transmission of the virus. So I would, request everybody seeing this, be a hero, be a superhero, save lives, save other people, save your life, and this is the best thing that we can do in the times of the virus. Now I'm all alone in this room, kind of quarantined, so I would remove the mask so we can talk freely about what we are discussing today.
Same here. I am also alone in this room. I will remove my mask also.
Wonderful.
That is my familiar Dr. Ashutosh at the other end. The
Uh,
other was the masked Dr. Ashutosh, but that is the flavor of the day. Tell me, Dr. Ashutosh, what is this interesting find you have on diagnostic from one of your laboratories?
yes. So let me first tell you about the lab is rather unique. Sri Chitra Institute of Medical Science and Technology in Thiruvananthapuram. Now, what is unique about this is got a super specialty hospital, very well known for cardiology, well known for neurology and radiology and all the other services. But that happens in many places. What is unique is that it also has very deep compartment of basic sciences, chemistry, physics, engineering, biomedical sciences of all kinds, and the basic scientists, technologists, and clinicians. They all work together seamlessly. Now, this is a model for all our biomedical research. If we do that, there is no reason why we cannot have breakthroughs in this country and, in fact, not have to import biomedical devices. In
In
fact,
fact, come quickly to the rapid diagnostic test.
Sri Chitra was also the first one to introduce the heart valve in the country
Yes,
and many other things. So anyway, I would come indeed quickly to this. Background is very important as to
yes.
it's not just what happens, but why it happens and what are the lessons in it for our Indian science. So now the test is actually, as we know, that the gold standard for the coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, as it is called, is real-time PCR, which
Yes,
basically amplifies RNA and then you're able to detect it. That PCR test, this is confirmatory 100% accurate test for the virus, and it cost about the machine for RT-PCR. It cost about 15 lakhs. Good machines could be even more. Each test needs a kit, which cost about 2,500 rupees, but there's just a nominal figure. It could be more in the times of need and so on. And most importantly, it takes couple of hours to run a test, and the number of machines may be limited in the country. Even though I have to say that many of the research that was funded by DST over the years, it has created more than 150 PCR machines in the country, which are all now being used for the virus testing. But that's a different story. So this is where our status is, and
So
now clearly,
what is the test they have developed and what is the breakthrough?
so breakthrough is this is another. It's not based on PCR. It's based on what is called a LAMP technology, and this technology indeed has been developed by some companies abroad, but it has never been used for testing this particular virus. It was developed for testing other microbes and viruses. So this was a very clever idea that we should develop this test, which basically looks at the segment of genes of this virus. So once you have amplified it sufficiently, it gives you an alarm, it gives you a light and says, okay, and if it can recognize those fragments, which are unique signatures of the virus, then you got it. And today, actually, this test was validated in National Institute of Virology, which is the nodal institute for validating any new test. So it was referred by ICMR. Now the report was so good, I was told the people who were testing it there, their jaws dropped. There's a 100% accuracy, 100% congruence with the PCR test, both in terms of negatives and positives. So this is a great positive story indeed. It's also a great positive story because something of this magnitude in biomedical sciences perhaps does not happen very often in India.
True.
So it requires working together, it requires creativity, it requires taking risk, and foremost, it is a sense of purpose that has, taken as a challenge by our scientists and working together. This is what had made it possible. Now, this test
You
here,
said, let me ask you, you said the commercial machines cost about 15 lakh rupees. So
and
how
upward.
much would this Sri Chitra machine cost? And what is the name of the machine?
This has been pegged at 2.25 lakhs at the moment. And I think that if we are going to have large number of these machines, the cost may even drop further. Right. So this is about the cost. So 15 lakhs versus 2.25 lakhs or maybe less. And in terms of the time it takes to do the test, like we said, PCR may take a couple of hours, and this would do the job in 10 minutes flat. So you can test so many more samples. And the kit for testing, which is also developed by Sri Chitra for this virus, that would cost about 1,000 rupees. Whereas, like we said, the kits in the market, the test may cost more than 2,500 and so on. So no matter if you're looking at the speed, if you are looking at the expenses, if you are looking at the ease of doing it, doing large number of samples and so on, it scores in every point. Now, but
So
before
how
we go,
soon can you scale up to an industrial scale and
yeah,
have many
yes.
machines?
So before I answer that question, let me also put a caveat that the test report has gone back to ICMR today, and they have to approve it. Okay, so it's not yet formally, officially approved. So I want you to understand that very clearly, right? Test report has gone, which is great. And then, of course, further test would happen. They've already made 10 machines as prototypes so that all these tests can be run rapidly and then we, converge on it. And now you were saying they already have agreement with one of the companies to take it up commercially. And since they could make 10 machines in just about as many days, right, they can scale it up based on the demand very, very quickly. Within a month, we start supplying large number of machines.
So,
But
so this, so
also
this
at the
really
same time,
becomes an Indian innovation, and we don't have to depend on any reagents, any parts from overseas on this machine.
well, I'm told there are about four parts which would be imported initially because we need to do it very quickly. This is just the machine, right? But those parts are available. They are not the kind of parts which we would not be able to get. So that's already ensured. Moreover, now they are going to work perhaps also with more number of companies so that this can be scaled up much faster.
And,
So
and
it
what
is
was the
not an
kind of
exclusive
investment it was?
license or arrangement with this. So investment, this is very interesting. So invest actually we set up a few about 4 years ago. we got this idea that we should invest also in very good institutes which have deep basic sciences expertise, but you want to translate that in terms of technology and products. We set up these centers called technology research centers in 5 places in DST institutions, each at a cost of 100 crores.
Okay.
Now, so now if you look at the portfolio of technologies and products coming out from each of these institutes, and remember, these are the institutes that were known for their excellence in basic sciences. But we
Sure.
said, I mean, basic science is just that we have to give opportunity and enthusiasm to people to turn it into something more meaningful. And many people have taken up those challenges. Just Sri Chitra Institute, working with this technology research center, has produced about 20 technologies, many 100 patents, and so on, right? And many of these technologies and products have already been commercialized. So each of these, Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research in Bangalore, another compelling example of that kind of investment, and many stuff coming out from there. Bose Institute in Calcutta, and so on. So this has been a very good investment, but also it tells us that when we invest in bright, brilliant scientists, no matter if you call them, oh, they are doing basic science, right? Is our investment in basic science justified? You see, once we have bright minds who are engaged, once we have the basic infrastructure and knowledge, that is the foundation on which you can build any time in the times of emergency. For example, this one. So this is just one example. Sri Chitra itself has produced about 8 products and technologies in the last 1 month, taking up the challenge of COVID-19. These vary from ventilators to disinfecting systems and so on, right? So this is one message that one conveys. Other thing is working in collaboration. Very important, because when you work in silos, one cannot make a product which is technology. And so here, clinicians, basic scientists, technologists, engineers working together are able to produce this kind of miracles time and again. Third aspect here is to look at have clearly defined goals, to have clearly defined challenges. Now, this was an opportunity. Actually, I would not. I'm not saying that virus is a good thing. Of course not. But here was a challenge that could be turned into an opportunity because there are clearly defined goals, there are clearly defined deliverables, and often scientists, when we are working in normal times, we don't know what these deliverables are. So each scientist works according to his or her training and what they see as hot areas of research coming from somewhere, big universities and so on, which is good. We do that. We should do that in a creative way, in a quality way. But at the same time, when we have shared goals, when we have urgency, commitment, and we have the right infrastructure and people and knowledge, that comes to fore very, very rapidly. So, for example, in this case, this work actually started not now. This started about a year ago because they wanted to develop this LAMP test for TB screening,
Okay.
right? TB screening, which is another big thing, right? So they already had all the tools in the place, right? And they said, hey, why not try out with this virus? Okay, it's going to work with TB. It's going to work. We know that it works with 20 other things. So can we fine tune it using all the knowledge that we have? And they were able to do it successfully. It's not always necessary that what you think in theory is going to work out, right? So this is just the nature of science, right?
Sure.
Many people can't understand that. They think there must be a magic wand or something that you pull out overnight. You don't pull anything out overnight unless we have created a foundation for it. It's not going to go forward, right?
Sure.
And it's a happy thing that they had the foundation, they had the right people, they had the right ideas, and most importantly, they worked, right? So this is good. Um, and so that's what basically we should keep in mind: doing good science, doing good technology, translating science into technology.
What a wonderful effort and what a important development from the Department of Science and Technology that you now have a way of detecting the coronavirus in 10 minutes and at 5 times lower cost compared to the commercial kits, and also that this is now an Indian product. I hope it makes a mark and in the India's fight against the coronavirus pandemic. What a pleasure speaking to you, Dr. Ashutosh, and I be safe, be masked,
Certainly,
and 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 I'm sure Corona हारेगा, देश जीतेगा.
देश ही नहीं, पूरा humanity. So I would say that this would be once everything is tested even more and confirmed again and again. I'm sure that this would be a breakthrough, which is for the entire globe. India's gift to humanity, to the globe, right? And we are indeed very proud of this breakthrough, of the scientist who has worked on it, the institute which provided the motivation, and so on. And I'm very happy that we are talking about it today. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. What a pleasure speaking to you.
Namaskar.